Hello and happy Tuesday, live Tuesday. As I started this, I just wanted to sing, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. I can't sing. I wish I could sing. God knows I love that song, Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing. I wake up in the morning and I go for my walks in the morning, and guess what I'm listening to? Three Little Birds right by my doorstep. Anyway, okay. How are you? How are you doing? How was your week? Welcome to another live Tuesday with yours truly, Dr. Stam. I was thinking about a topic today, and I thought, you know what? Let me go back to reminding not only myself, but to remind us all about having grapes every day. Some grapes every day, because having grapes will keep the doctors, I'm not just going to say one doctor, but the doctors away. And I'm in a medical doctor, I'm in a psychologist, mental doctor away. And I don't mean grapes in the sense of literally eating grapes every day. We're going to get into that of what I mean by grapes every day. But we're talking about self-care. I talk about self-care all the time. As all of you know, I'm a mental health professional. I'm also a life career coach. So many a time I remind myself and I say, you helping others with self-care doesn't, count for you taking care of yourself. So I also have to take a step back and take care of myself and take care of me and make sure that I have me time. So what I find is the body has a way of reminding you and just pulling you back to say, take some time. Anybody know that? I know, I can tell when my body is like, girl, this is too much. I start having these sinuses that just flare up from nowhere. I start having headaches. I start just being irritable, and little things just trigger me, and I know that my body is tired. And then many a time I just feel exhausted, like during the day, and I'm just like tired, and I know that nope, something is up. But the body has a way of telling you to say slow down. So I wanted to remind you, especially at the end of the year around this time, many of us have got all these projects that we've been working throughout the year, and we're rolling out. We only have a couple months left in the year, and it's like you look at 8 weeks and you're like, whoa, that's not going to be enough for me to finish this one and that one and this one and that one. I want to urge you to prioritize. You don't have to finish all of them, because then if you have too much that is going on, your body is not going to handle all of it. Right now, because of COVID as well, mentally, we were all affected mentally. So the mental exhaustion from the COVID effects is starting to affect more and more people right now. So if you're still looking through the lens that I used to be able to do this, and I know I can do this from the lens of pre-COVID, then I urge you to pull back and relook at what you can and cannot do, because we do not have the same energy as before. Things have changed, our bodies have changed, our minds have changed. It doesn't mean you will not be able to accomplish as much as you can. It just means now you have to prioritize. You might not be able to do everything all at once, but you'd rather finish and complete a project rather than have, all these screens open or all these projects open. I work, also with employee assistance programs. And I remember talking, and I work mostly with leadership, people in leadership positions. And I remember working with, one lady last week, and she says, to be honest with you, Dr. Stam, I have 52 screens open right now on my computer. And I went, 52 screens? Even with you saying that, how in the world is your brain comprehending and looking at 52 screens. And she's like, well, I gotta make sure that I see all the screens and I don't miss, anything from these screens. I said, okay, say that again slowly. How many screens do you have open? And she said 52. I said, in all reality, are you able to focus on 52 screens at the same time? She says, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, and I just don't know where to start because of all these 52. I said, okay. So I take pride in the time that I'm given to work with leadership when we have our one-on-ones, or even if I'm doing group coaching with them. And I said, let's get, this sorted out right now if you're ready for it. Can you get a pen and paper and move away from the screen for a minute? Because we have an hour, right? Move away from the screen. And tell me, out of the 52 screens that you opened up this morning, what 3 screens are a must? They have to be done this day before the end of business. Those 3 have to be done. The 3 have to be done. Oh, that's easy, she said. Boom, boom, boom. She wrote those 3. I said, okay, good. Now on another page, let's go to the next 3 that have to be done right after those ones there, that you know what, tomorrow morning I have a meeting at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock and I've got to make sure that I have this agenda done, or I don't know what it is that you have on the 52 screens, but which next 3 screens have to be done? And she says, that one is going to be a little challenging because I have that. I said, well, I know it's going to be a little bit challenging, but look at the screens again and see which next, because there's no way that all 40 something that I left now will be due all at the same time by the end of business day tomorrow or business day today. There's no way, because of course, that's impractical, right? So as we did that, she was able to release the hold that she was putting on all those projects. And we were able to identify that many of them didn't have the deadlines that she set for herself, with those deadlines. So sometimes I think when we're talking about self-care, when we're talking about rolling out of the year, remind yourself of also what your own personal expectations are, because many a time that's what puts us into this, box that things have to be done right away, right now, right here. One other thing that we identified was she was able to work 52 screens, last year. She would open 52 screens and she was in a different role of leadership, and she was able to work as many screens as she could. But the difference is this year, the same 52 screens that she's opening up are different because the expectations are different. You know why? She was promoted. So now in a whole different level of leadership, the expectations and the things that she has to work on are different. So it's very important for her to look at that and make sure that she's not bringing in the same, I can do it energy. I am great at opening up 52 screens and doing this on 52 screens. When the expectations are different, they are more, they're expecting more, and they need more of her in every screen now because she's at a whole different level of leadership. I don't know who I'm talking to, but this is a time that we all need to make sure that we review our screens, whether your screens are work screens, home screens, your own business screens, or you are helping others, with their own screens. Let's make sure that we are not continuously burning ourselves out. I don't care who you are. At this point in the year, we are all burned out, nearly burned out, or, exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So just like a car, when a car is getting down on oil and it needs an oil change, or the gas is low and you need to refuel the gas, there's a light that comes on, an orange light and a red light that says now it's absolutely necessary. You've got to change the oil and you've got to put more gas. Otherwise, I won't move, says the car, right? Our bodies are on red. Our minds are on red. Can't move. You've got to stop, take care of your mind, and take care of your body as well. So the grapes that I'm talking about today, I'm going to tell you what those grapes are. Grapes is an acronym of the things that I am going to talk about that will help with the self-care that we currently need. At least give yourself time to pay attention to these things, because you will be able to replenish that energy and do more. Without replenishing the energy and working on red, whether it's a red light for the physical or red light for the mental, that is going to slow down on your productivity and also your completion of the projects that you have. I took the whole this last weekend, just slept. I shut my phone and, text message my sisters and my mom and said, I'm here, but I'm just going to shut the phone for a while so that I can just relax and pay attention to me, because I was starting to do the coughs and the sneezes and stuff. I said, my body's calling on rest for me. So, this is a gentle reminder. So grapes, the G is for gentleness. As I said, I am good at helping other people take care of themselves and be able to sort out the things that they need to sort out in order to be gentle and care for themselves. So this is a reminder that you've got to give yourself the grace and gentleness to be gentle with yourself and be gentle with your expectations. That means do not overexert yourself. If it's not done today, it can be done tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. So where is it that you need to be gentle with yourself? What is it that you need to allow other people to come in and help you out so you can step, back? It doesn't have to be as perfect as you want it to be, but just let it be. Maybe you are in business and you have been selling things or wanting to sell things, but they are not perfect enough for me. And you know what? People are waiting to buy your product. Sell them, post, talk to people about those products and let them go, let them out. Maybe you've got a project that you've been waiting to perfect it. This is a time to be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to release whatever you need to release right now so that you can be released mentally, physically, and spiritually. The R is for relaxation. We need relaxation. Our bodies are not meant to go 365 days a year. We've got to be gentle, and we also have to take time for relaxation. What do you need to do in order for you to relax? I just told you I took some time to relax this weekend. I was sleeping. I was actually binge watching on Netflix movies. Love Netflix movies, binge watching. And I just gently told friends and family that I'm just going to be me, myself, and I, and just relax. You might not have that, opportunity to be by yourself, which I do have, right now. But then wherever you are, in your home or outside, find a space that you can just go and be by yourself. I live in Florida. That's why you see the, palm trees in the water. I live in Florida. So I can drive and go by the ocean and just sit there and just drive by. I have sisters that are in Boston, and I have one of my sisters, Nikki. She's like, I just drive by and just drive. And that's my me time, because she's got, family and she's got, grandchildren in there, but she gets to drive, and that's her me time that, she can take. So wherever you are, you can find time for relaxation, or even just in your own home. The A is for accomplishment. Do something that makes you accomplished, that makes you feel good. Right now, my feel good thing is my Bounce Back Empowerment Conference that we're doing December 9th. I'm so excited about that. So if you're able to attend, this year we're doing it in person. It's going to be right here in Orlando, Florida, December 9th on Saturday. Please visit our website. We've got an official website, www.bouncebackconference.com. Come. You will not regret beginning your holidays with the Bounce Back Empowerment Conference. But that's a big accomplishment, for me. So I do something that makes you feel accomplished. I have that, and also I have a book that we have diligently been working on this book for a whole year. Bounce Back Book 1. We now have an anthology, a series of Bounce Back books that will be released at every conference. So we are releasing our Bounce Back Book 1, From Setbacks to Comebacks, this year. And that's another baby that I'm so happy about and accomplishing. What is it when you look back that you can finish now, or you can do maybe cleaning your house, just cleaning your house and just feeling like I've accomplished something? Maybe your refrigerator, just open the refrigerator, get your garbage bag and empty the things that are there. You will feel like, I feel good. I've accomplished something today. Do something that will make you feel, accomplished. The P for grapes is the P for pleasure. Do something that brings you pleasure. I watched Netflix. That brings me pleasure. I went out with my girlfriends and we went out to eat. That brought us pleasure. In fact, today, as I'm talking to you this Tuesday, I'm hanging out with other girlfriends as well, where we're going to see CeCe Winans. She called and said, hey, I got a ticket to see CeCe Winans. I'm like, oh, thank you. So unbeknownst to me, I'm going to see CeCe Winans tonight. That brings me pleasure. Do something that, brings you pleasure. The next one is exercise. Grapes, exercise. Exercise is a must. It's not a choice that we must exercise. It's a must. Remember how I was telling you about those lists? Exercise is a must. And with exercise, you don't have to do the big gym, thing and everything. You can walk in your house, outside. Take some YouTube videos and just do exercises, stationary exercises. Maybe you've got a stationary bike, or maybe you bought a Peloton that was $1,500 and you only, used it once or twice. Please go back there. One, it's too expensive to just sit there and collect dust, whatever it is. But exercise is a must. And I'll tell you something. When you exercise, it feels so good. You feel so energetic, and also you're more productive. So make exercises a must, because it's part of that grapes that will keep every doctor, away from you. It'll keep the doctors away. And finally, social. Interact with other people. But I want to urge you to interact with positive people. There's certain people that when you talk to them, they just bring you more energy and they make you just happy. And it's like not strained, and you don't get to hear about problems or complaining all the time. There's certain people that just makes you feel like, laughing. You just laugh and you're just more relaxed, and they bring pleasure. So not only are they positive people, but they bring pleasure to you. Who are those people? Who is that person that you find, pleasure in? And when you do these things in grapes, gentleness, relaxation, accomplishment, pleasure, exercise, and social, you will become also the person that everybody wants to be around. Your energy is different. Your energy is more peaceful. Your energy is more relaxation. So I hope this helps you, as we roll out into the year, because then the days are rolling. The days are rolling. And I know there's more work to be done. But remember now, taking the time to relax and replenish will make you even more productive. Until next week, this is Dr. STEM. And as I always say, be encouraged.